श्रीहरिं परमानन्दम् उपदेष्टारमीश्वरं व्यापकं सर्वलोकानां कारणं तन्नमाम्यहम्। श्लोक 31। अहं शब्देन विख्यातः एक एव स्थितः परः स्थूलस्त्वनेकतां प्राप्तः कथं स्याद्देहकः पुमान्। आत्मा अहम शब्देन विख्यातः। आत्मा is विख्याता, known, referred to by the word aham, I. The pronoun I is very interesting. What deserves the reference I? What we generally refer to as I, does it deserve the reference I? For example, the table in front of me, can I call it I the table? Can I refer to the table with the pronoun I? I the table, I the mic. If I start saying this, people will say something is wrong. Why I should not say I the table? Because the table is an object and I am the seer. I see the table as an object in front of me. Anything that is my object, anything that is objectified by me, does not deserve to be called I. If I use the word pronoun I, it is not correct. We understand it very well with reference to the table. But as far as certain other things are concerned, we make mistake. Just like the table, even the body is objectified. Body is an object of our consciousness. Therefore, just like the table, even the body does not deserve the reference I. And so is the mind. Even the mind does not deserve the reference I, because it is also an object. It is also drishya. Drishya means object. Then what truly deserves the reference I? one who does not become object. The witness, the consciousness, the awareness, the Chaitanya, only the Chaitanya deserves the reference I. Therefore, it is the true self. What deserves the reference I is the true self. Therefore, it is called Atma. Chaitanya is Atma. Consciousness is Atma because it deserves the reference I. Aham shabdena vikhyatah. The Atma is Paraha, the Supreme. It transcends the body, transcends the mind, transcends everything. Therefore, Paraha, Paramatma. Eka eva sthitaha. This Atma is Eka eva sthitaha. He is one only. Here one means Niravayava, free from parts. As we saw earlier, Atma does not have parts. Whereas the body is made of many components. Sthulastvанекataं praptaha katham syad deha kaf puman. The sthula deha, the gross body, is aneka. Anekatam praptaha. It has anekatva. Means it is made of many components. And also it is drishya. It does not deserve the reference I. Instead, it deserves the reference this. Instead of aham pratyaya yogyaha, it is idam pratyaya yogyaha. Therefore, how can the sthula sharira be Atma? Puman means Atma. Sthulaha dehaha anekatam praptaha puman katham syat. Aham drashtritaya siddho deho drishyataya sthitaha mamayamiti nirdeshat katham syad deha kaf puman. Aham drashtritaya sthitaha. I am the drashta. I, the consciousness, is present as the drashta, the seer, whereas the body It is drishya. Deho drishyataya sthitaha. Body is present as the drishya. Moreover, the body is recognized as mama. Mamayam iti nirdeshat. Most of the time we identify with the body. When I say I have a headache, where is the head? Head is in the body and the ache is in the head. But we say I have a headache. When we say I have a headache, we are identifying with the body. But occasionally we say my body, my mind. Sometimes we make this usage also. This indicates that somewhere we are aware of the difference between ourselves and the body. Mamayamiti nirdeshat. We say mama ayam dehaha. This is my body. Just like saying my table, my mobile. When I say my mobile, I am making a difference between me and the mobile. We are not saying I am the mobile. We are aware of the difference. Likewise, we say my body. That means there is a difference. So this expression, my body, is cited as one of the reasons to establish the difference between body and the self. Aham vikarahinastu deho nityam vikaravan iti pratiyate sakshat katham syad deha kaf puman. Aham vikarahinaha. I am free from modifications. The Atma is free from modifications, whereas the body is subject to all types of modification. Deho nityam vikaravad. Body is always modifying. You don't have to wait for 5 years. Even this moment, it is undergoing modification. Every moment, our body is becoming older and older. Therefore, nityam vikaravan. Therefore, iti sakshat pratiyate. The modifications on the body is very much evident to us. Unfortunately, despite seeing the aging of the body, we think we are eternal, our body is eternal. That is why we are interested in nourishing the body, in decorating the body, painting the hair. It's not called painting. What's it called? Dyeing. Coloring, okay. Yasmat paramiti shrutya taya purusha lakshanam vinirnitam vimodhena katham syad deha kah puman. Now the author is citing Shruti Pramana. He is quoting Shruti in order to show that the Atma is different from body. The Atma is different from Sthula Sharira. Yasmat param iti Shrutya. Yasmat param na paramasti kinchit. The Atma is described as the ultimate. There is nothing greater than which? Atma. Atma is the greatest. Greatest means it is the infinite. So the Atma is infinite, free from limitations. It is told by the Shruti, it is revealed by the Shruti. Therefore, Yasmat param iti Shrutya taya Shrutya, by this Shruti, Purusha Lakshanam Vinirnitam, the Purusha Lakshana, the nature of Atma is revealed by the Shruti. Then how can you say that the body is Atma? Vimodhena, by the Vimudha, by the deluded Charvaka, how can he say body is the Atma? When the Shruti reveals the Atma as the infinite Brahman. Sarvam Purusha eveti Sukte Purusha Sanjite Apyuchyate Yata Shrutya Katham Syad Deha Kah Puman. Another Shruti Pramana. The author is quoting Purusha Sooktha. Purusha evedagum sarvam. Everything is Purusha. The word Purusha is very much used in the Upanishads, in the Vedas, while referring to the Atma. Purusha evedagum sarvam. Everything is Purusha. The word Purusha is explained in two ways. One is Purishete iti Purushaha. He is present in the body. He manifests in the body. Therefore, he is called Purusha. Another explanation of Purusha. Purnatvat Purushaha. He is Purna, complete, being infinite. being free from limitations, he is Purna. Anything limited cannot be Purna. Unfortunately, we try to be complete being limited. It is another stupidity. There is some advertisement, the complete man. There is no complete man. There is no complete woman. Being man, one cannot be complete. And being woman also, one cannot be complete. If I have to be complete, I have to be Brahman, the Purusha. Purnatvat Purusha. So, Purusha eva, sarvam Purusha eveti sukte Purusha sanjite apyuchyate shrutya. Yataha. Yataha means since, because. Purusha sanjite sukte. In a sukta called Purusha Sooktha. Sukta means a portion of the Vedas. A particular portion of the Vedas, which consists of a few mantras, is called Sukta. There are many Suktas. Purusha Sooktha, Narayana Sooktha, Devi Sooktha, Durga Sooktha, Nasadiya Sooktha, Medha Sooktha. So there are certain sections of the Samhita portion. Among the Suktas, Purusha Sooktha is the most important, most prominent portion of the Vedas. Because this Sukta beautifully conveys the vision of the Vedas. The vision of Ishvara as propounded by the Vedas is beautifully conveyed in this Sukta. Purusha evedagum sarvam. Everything is Purusha. Yad bhutam yaccha bhavyam. Not only now, what is present now, yad bhutam, even the past, yaccha bhavyam, and even the future. Sarvam Purusha eva. Everything is Purusha. Everything is Brahman. Everything is Atma. Shrutya apyuchyate. Shrutya Purusha sanjite sukte apyuchyate. Sarvam Purusha eva iti. Then how can the body be Atma? Asangah Purushah prokto Brihadaranyake cha Anantamala samshlishtaha Katham syaddeha kaf puman. In this book, there is a line before Visarga. It is not needed. There is an Upanishad called Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, the biggest Upanishad. It is a voluminous Upanishad. As the very name suggests, Brihadaranyaka. It is Brihat. In Brihadaranyaka there is a statement, Asango Hyayam Purushaha. The Purusha, the Atma, is Asanga, unaffected. Brihadaranyake cha. Even in Brihadaranyaka, Purushaha Asangaha Proktaha. The Purusha is revealed as Asanga. Atma is revealed as Asanga. In that case, how can this body be Atma? Because the body is full of all impurities. The body can never be Asanga. It can catch any impurity at any time. Anantamala samslishtaha, tainted by varieties of impurities, innumerable impurities. How can this body be Atma? Tatraiva cha samakhyataha Swayam Jyotirhi Purushaha Jadaf Paraprakashyoyam Katham Syad Deha Kafpuman. In the same Brihadaranyaka, the Atma is revealed as Swayam Jyotihi. Atrayam Purusha Swayam Jyotirbhavati. The Atma is Swayam Jyotihi. Self-effulgent. This is a very interesting word. In Vedanta Shastra, we describe the Atma as Swayam Jyotihi, Swayam Prakashaha, or Swaprakashaha. All mean same. What is Swaprakasha? Svetara aprakashyatve sati Svetara sarva prakashakaha Swaprakashaha. It is not illumined by anything else. Instead, it illumines everything else. Svetara aprakashya. It is not illumined by anything else. In the last session, we discussed Atma is Jyotisham Jyotihi. It is the light of lights. Because everything else is illumined by Atma. Even the eyes, even the physical light, even the mind, everything is illumined by the Atma. Now, what illumines the Atma? Nothing illumines the Atma. And Atma need not be illumined. Because its very nature is illumination. Its very nature is consciousness. Therefore, it is called Swayam Jyotihi. It is illumining everything else. And since it illumines everything else, it need not be illumined by anything else. Just like the light, the sunlight is illumining the whole world. What illumines the sunlight? Do you need a light to illumine the sunlight? A torch? Is there sunlight? I will put on my mobile torch on and see. Not needed. The illuminer is self-luminous. You don't need another light. Therefore, Swayam Jyotihi. And being Swayam Jyotihi, the Atma is Swatas Siddhaha, self-evident. Being self-effulgent, the Atma is Swatas Siddhaha, self-evident. Being Swayam Jyotihi, Swatas Siddhaha. Being self-effulgent, he is self-evident. So, Tatraiva means in the same Brihadaranyaka Atma, Purushaha, the Purushaha, Atma, Swayam Jyotis Samakhyataha is revealed as Swayam Jyotihi with the proper logics. Brihadaranyaka shows how Atma is Swayam Jyotihi. There is a whole section dealing with Swayam Jyotihi, Swayam Jyotir Brahmana or Jyotir Brahmana of Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. And it is in the form of a dialogue between Janaka and Yajnavalkya. Very interesting section. So, Atma is Swayam Jyotihi, and everything other than Swayam Jyoti is Jada, insentient. Jadaf paraprakashyoyam ayam dehaha. This body is Jadaha, absolutely opposite in nature, diagonally opposite in nature. Jadaha. Why Jadaha? Paraprakashyaha. Because it is paraprakashya. The body has to be illumined by something other than the body. Why an object is called Jada? Because the object cannot illumine anything other than itself, and it cannot be it is not self-luminous also. Then it is called Jada. It is paraprakashya. It has to be made evident by something else. It cannot become evident by itself. Like the table. Can the table know something? Does anything become evident because of the table? No. Therefore, it is paraprakashya. The table becomes evident only when you see it, only when it is illumined by the Atma. Therefore, it is jada. Likewise, even the body is jada. Therefore, how can this body be Atma? Proktopi karma kandena hyatma dehadvilakshanaha nityascha tatphalam bhungte dehapatadanantaram. Now, keeping the Upanishads aside, the author is referring to Karma Kanda. The Vedas are divided into two portions based on the subject matter. There are various ways of dividing the Vedas. But one division, one way of dividing the Vedas is in terms of the subject matter. There are two divisions, Karma Kanda and Jnana Kanda. The first portion of the Vedas is called Karma Kanda. And at the end, the last portion, it is called Jnana Kanda. The Karma Kanda consists of various injunctions. Injunctions means vidhi. Do this, don't do this. It is called injunction. Karma Kanda is vidhi nishedha pradhana. It consists of do this, don't do this. And through the vidhi, through the injunctions, various types of karmas are enjoined. Various karmas, various actions are enjoined. Certain actions are in the form of fire rituals, like Agnihotra. Agnihotradi karma, Sandhya Vandanam, Aharaha Sandhyam Upasita, perform Sandhya Vandanam every day. There are such injunctions in the Karma Kanda. So many karmas are given. And the Jnana Kanda, which is the last portion of the Vedas, since it is at the end, fag end of the Veda, fag end of the body of literature called Veda, it is called Veda Anta. Anta means end. Veda Anta, the last portion of the Veda. And the last portion of the Veda deals with self-knowledge. Atmajnana. Therefore, it is called Jnana Kanda. It does not say do this karma, don't do this karma. It reveals the truth, the absolute truth. Therefore, it is called Jnana Kanda. Now, an ordinary human being who is not exposed to the Vedic culture, not exposed to the dharma, what is his understanding of himself? He thinks of himself just as a body. I am just this body. Our understanding of the self evolves through three stages. The first one is Dehatma. Dehatma means body is Atma. This is the grossest understanding. Even before he is exposed to the teaching of the Shastra, his understanding is, I am just this body. But then he goes through the Karma Kanda. He is exposed to some kind of Karma Kanda. He may not directly go through the Karma Kanda. But in our culture, in our Indian culture, Bharatiya culture, we have some understanding of Karma Kanda, some understanding of the Karma Kanda is percolated. It has percolated in our culture. That is why anybody who has exposure to our culture has this understanding. I am not just the body. Why? Because they keep telling you have another janma. You have another janma. Where did this understanding come from? It has come from Karma Kanda. We may not be knowing the source, but the source is the Karma Kanda portion of the Vedas. You have another janma and many more janmas. This is not your first janma, and this is not your last janma also, until you get jnana. Bahuni me vyatitani janmani tavacharjuna. Chapter 4. Krishna tells Arjuna, O Arjuna, both of us had many janmas. So, when we understand this, our understanding of ourselves evolves a little. From Dehatma Buddhi, we come to Jivatma Buddhi. I am not just this body, but I am a Jivatma. Jivatma means an Atma which does karma and enjoys its result, maybe in this janma or maybe in the following janma. It does various types of actions, some good actions, the actions enjoined by the Shastra, Punya Karma. And as a result of Punya Karma, it accumulates certain amount of Punya. The invisible, in the invisible form, the Punya Karma remains. And it does certain Papa Karma also. What is Papa Karma? The karma that is prohibited by the Shastra. The karma that is prohibited by the Karma Kanda portion. Don't do this. If we do this, it is Papa Karma. Like Suram na pibet. Do not drink alcohol. Ma himsyat sarva bhutani. Do not hurt others. Do not cheat others. When we do the Papa Karma, some amount of Papa is accumulated. We cannot see them now. That is why Punya and Papa are called Adrishta. We don't see them. They are Adrishta. Adrishta means invisible. But at some point of time, they fructify. They may not fructify in this janma. We carry them. They are carried forward. When we leave this body, what do we carry? We don't carry anything. We don't carry this body. This body is cremated, bhasmasat. And we don't carry our identity card also. Once you leave this body, your identity card becomes invalid. Whether it is Aadhaar card or passport or voter ID, everything is invalid. Because this identity that we bear now, it is a temporary identity. This present name, present form, everything is temporary. And we cannot carry our property, our possessions, our relations. Nothing can be carried. And even if we are reborn, we cannot claim our property or our relations. Suppose you are reborn and you remember who you were. You were a rich man in the previous janma. Can you reclaim it? The law will not accept it. Therefore, we cannot carry anything physical. Then what can we carry? Or whether we like it or not, what do we carry? We carry Punya and Papa. Punya and Papa come with us. Tam vidya karmani samanvarabhete purva prajna cha. The Punya Papa we carry forward. And accordingly we get another janma. So this understanding is the rationale for being virtuous. Why we should do good? Why we should lead a virtuous life? This is the reason. So that we can have a better life hereafter. If a person thinks he is just this body, like a charvaka, a materialist, as majority of the people are today, if we give up our culture, we are just charvakas. Just think about it. Then there is no rationale for following the values. Why I should speak truth? Why I should not tell lies when I can easily escape? A charvaka does not have an answer. That is why this understanding revealed by the Vedas, by the Karmakanda portion of the Vedas, is the rationale for all the dharma, all the values. Therefore, the author says, even the Karmakanda talks about an Atma which transcends this physical body. That is one level of understanding. At least it is enough to refute charvaka. But this is not all. The understanding has to evolve one more level. Of course, this itself is a real advancement. Understanding, I am not just this body, I am a jiva who will enjoy the result of my karma hereafter. Itself is a great achievement in itself. But it does not end there. After Karmakanda, there is Jnanakanda. Jnanakanda takes you one level further and reveals that you are not even the Jivatma. You are the Paramatma. You are the Brahman. That is understood later on. But to arrive at that understanding, first we should get into this understanding. Therefore, Karmakanda is a stepping stone towards Jnanakanda. We are not dismissing Karmakanda in Vedanta. Please understand this. It is a stepping stone. Without Karmakanda, one cannot arrive at Jnanakanda. So from Dehatma Buddhi, we evolve to Jivatma Buddhi. I am the Jivatma. And from Jivatma Buddhi, we evolve to Paramatma Buddhi. I am the Paramatma. So, even the Karmakanda reveals that the Atma is not the body. In order to refute the Charvaka, the author is quoting Karmakanda. See, देहाद् विलक्षणः नित्यश्च आत्मा कर्मकांडेन अपि प्रोक्तः. An Atma who is Nitya, who is eternal and different from the body, Dehad Vilakshanaha. Such Atma is revealed by Karma Kanda also. Karma Kandena api proktaha. And what kind of Atma is told by Karma Kanda? Dehapatad anantaram tat phalam bhungte. The Karma Kanda talks about a Jivatma who is different from the body, but in the meantime he is a Karta, does various karma, and after doing the karma, tat phalam bhungte, dehapatat anantaram, after the fall of this body, he receives the result of the karma. So a jiva who is different from the body and who is a karta and bhokta, doer and enjoyer, it is called jiva or jivatma. What is jivatma? Jivatma is an eternal individual self who is different from body and who is karta and bhokta, doer and enjoyer. Such Atma is revealed by Karma Kanda. And all the karmas enjoined by the Karma Kanda are based on this understanding. And then he evolves. As a result of his karma, he evolves. He gets Chitta Shuddhi. And finally he qualifies to understand the true nature of Atma revealed by the Jnana Kanda. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.